Kay, where the hell are you? Why haven't you done what I asked you to do this morning? I said you need to clean the stairs. It's almost noon. Why are they still dirty? The bathtub hasn't been scrubbed either. And my bed, why hasn't it been made yet? You need to explain yourself. Hello? Why are you ignoring me? Respond to me now. Hey, Tim, do you have a minute?
Hey, what's up?
Where are you right now?
I got back 20 minutes ago. I've finished packing your stuff and about to head back to the hospital. Is everything okay? Did you need me to pick something up?
Well, it's your mother. She's been messaging me nonstop, telling me to clean the house and everything.
What? I told her that you were being admitted to the hospital because of threatened premature labor. I explained briefly what it meant, too. And she still messages you to clean the house?
It's ongoing as we speak. My phone won't stop buzzing. She is trying to make me reply to her. I'm sorry to ask you this, Tim, but can you please talk to her and make her stop?
Of course. I'll make her stop right now. I'm super sorry about this. Mom, you need to stop messaging Kay right now.
Oh, hi, dear. Why are you so upset? I'm just giving instructions to Kay because she's not fulfilling her role as your wife.
Did you not hear what I told you this morning? I took her to the hospital this morning.
And she should be back by now. It's almost lunchtime. She hasn't done anything around the house. She must be procrastinating again.
She was admitted to the hospital. Kay is staying there for a while because the baby is in danger. I explained this to you already.
Oh, really?
That was only a couple of hours ago. You couldn't have forgotten. Or did you not understand what threatened premature labor means?
Of course I know what it means.
Well, then you understand that she's in no condition to be doing chores around the house, and I've repeatedly asked you to stop telling her what to do. Do you not see how stressful it is for Kay? You bossing her around all the time is insane. This stops now.
Well, who's going to take care of everything in this house then? Are you planning on hiring someone?
I will do what I can when I'm around, but how come you don't do anything? You live here too. What's your part?
What is that supposed to mean?
You stopped doing everything as soon as we started living together. What the hell happened to you, Mom?
What are you talking about, dear? You brought in Kay into our home. That means I got to retire and she takes on my role. That's why I'm giving instructions.
Mom, you're being ridiculous. Anyway, like I said, Kay is in the hospital where she needs to stay still. Do not message her. I mean it. Do you understand?
Fine, but for now, she will do as instructed once she is better.
Whatever, Mom, whatever. Hey, sweetheart, how are you feeling today?
Well, same old, same old. Can't move much, just lying here still. But I must admit, my knitting skills have improved impeccably.
Have you been making more baby clothes like you said you were?
Yep, just finished one earlier. I couldn't believe when you first brought me knitting yarns and needles to kill time. But I must say, I am hooked. I'm going to try and make something bigger next. Like a blanket or something.
All right, but don't stress yourself trying to make something nice, though. You can be a perfectionist sometimes. Right now, you need to relax as much as possible.
All right, I will be careful not to push myself too much.
By the way, my mom hasn't messaged you lately, has she?
No, she hasn't, actually.
Okay, that's good. I spoke to your nurse and doctor about her too and told them to keep an eye out. But if there's anything, you let me know ASAP, okay? I don't want her around you right now.
I will. Thank you for looking out for me, hon. I know it must not be the best feeling to have to feel about your mother that way.
It's okay. You and the baby are my priority.
Thanks.
Okay, got to get back to work now. I'll message you again when I get a chance.
Okay, good luck with everything. Kay, what the hell are you doing still in the hospital? Do you know how long you've been in there? And what the hell did you tell the nurses? I asked for your room at the reception and they told me I had to leave. They wouldn't even let me inside the building. I was being nice to come pick you up, you know. I don't deserve this kind of treatment from you. I was just told that you were the one making all that commotion by the entrance. I was wondering what was going on. I mean, I could hear you screaming all the way from up here. Please, stop embarrassing us, Susie. Embarrassing? You are the one who is embarrassing, Kay. I never imagined Tim would marry a lazy woman like you. You are such a failure as a wife. You should be at home taking care of your family. So you were going to force me to go home and do chores? Have you gone mad, Susie? Tim already explained to you that I have to be still or the baby will be in danger. Stop it now. I know you are just pretending, Kay. You just don't want to do anything. Excuse me? Even if there is a serious threat of premature labor, it can't possibly be healthy for you to stay in bed this long. So get your ass up and get moving, woman. Housewives don't get rest time. Work, work, work. You will never be a good mother if you can't keep up with the housekeeping. Susie, I'm sorry. I don't want to talk to you. There's no point in arguing with you. Goodbye. I beg your pardon? You think you can ignore your mother-in-law? Hello? Kay, you can't ignore me. What the hell are you thinking? Hello?
Please tell me it's not true, Mom. Did you actually make a scene at the hospital? Is it true security had to escort you out?
Oh, hi, Tim.
What the hell, Mom?
I know, right? I was trying to discipline my lazy daughter-in-law. Now I can't even enter the building.
What?
I never thought she'd talk to nurses into keeping me out of the hospital. Why would she want to go that far just to be lazy?
Mom, what are you talking about? You are crazy. I told you 1,000,000 times now. Kay and the baby are under serious threat of premature labor. That means she needs to stay in bed or else the baby could come out, which could be a huge risk to his or her life. She's being directed by the doctors to stay in bed. Do you understand that?
That means nothing, darling. Her duty as your wife should be priority, and that means she needs to take care of her family in the house every day, every minute. She had a long enough break now. She needs to come back and fulfill her role.
What?
Now, help me come up with a way of getting her out of the hospital without security interfering. If she won't budge, I'm afraid you have no choice but to divorce her. You can't stay with a woman who doesn't want anything for you.
Kay, I just spoke to my mother. She's lost her mind. You can't be around her anymore. It's not safe.
Oh...
Once you get out of the hospital, you should stay with your parents until things settle down. I promise we'll find a better place to live without my mom.
So, I take it that she doesn't understand what she has done wrong?
I messaged her to stop, but she thinks I'm on her side. I don't even know how I'm supposed to make her understand anymore. I wish my dad was still around so that he could steer her in the right direction like he used to. I'm sorry I don't have the technique to do that with her, so it's best if you just stay out of her sight.
Okay, I understand. Thanks for being on my side, Tim. I am so sorry that you have to go through this with your own mother. Oh my god, Kay! No wonder you are lazy. You get it from your mother. You are the way you are because a lazy person like your mother brought you up. By the way, I also asked your sister to take your place, but she just brushed me off. She was so rude to me. Seriously, all of you know nothing about discipline. Your family is corrupted. I almost feel sorry for you. But you don't get to slack off around me. I will teach you what it means to be a decent housewife. Tim, are you on your way to work?
Good morning, Kay. Yes, I am. I just got on the commuter train. Is everything all right?
Well, not really. It's about your mother again.
Uh-oh. Did she do something again? Hope it's not as bad as last time.
I'm sorry to say, but she has done much worse damage than last time.
Honestly, I really don't want to know, but what is it? What has she done?
Well, she contacted my mother and told her that I'm being lazy and won't do any housework, and that the house is a mess because of that. Therefore, asked my mother to take my place and clean the house because she needed to take responsibility of raising a failure like me.
What? You're kidding me, right?
Oh, Tim, I wish I was, but that's not all. My mother refused, of course, and tried to explain to her why I was in the hospital in the first place, but she wouldn't listen. So then she went on to contact my sister instead to ask for the same thing.
Your sister?
Yeah. How did she even know your sister's contact? Looks like they exchanged their numbers at our wedding. None of us thought that she'd use my sister's contact to ask her to clean the house.
Oh my God, what an embarrassment. I cannot believe her. I am so sorry.
It's not your fault, but as you can imagine, my family is not very pleased.
I wouldn't be too if I were them. Wait, did she go to your mom because she knew you were sent home yesterday?
No, it sounded like she had no clue. She doesn't know I am out and here with my parents now.
I see.
Out of curiosity, by the way, how bad is the house right now? Is it so bad that she has to ask someone to clean it?
No, it's not that bad at all. I mean, I'm not perfect, but I do my best to keep it decent. Of course, it would be much more efficient if my mom would do some of the housekeeping too, but she doesn't do anything.
Well, she must not like that her son is doing all the chores.
I think so, but damn, I am still in disbelief. Why would she put the blame on your family? That is so absurd.
Yeah, and that's why my parents want to talk to you now. They want to hear what you think of your mother's situation.
Of course they would. Yes, absolutely. I will talk to them and explain everything.
I already told them it's not your fault. They are not angry at you or anything. They just want to sort things out, you know?
Yes, and I promise I will get this sorted. I just want to make sure my mom doesn't find out what we're up to or that you are staying at their place now. I'll try to get a grasp of my mom's schedule on the weekend so that I don't get distracted by her. Can you please tell your parents that I will call them later and let them know when exactly I'll be able to swing by on the weekend?
No problem. Tim, you are a good man. Thank you for doing this for me.
Hey, it's the least I can do. I'll let you know my plan for the weekend as soon as I know. Meanwhile, get more rest and try to relax, okay?
All right, talk to you later then. Kay, you need to explain yourself now. Is it true that you are out of the hospital? Have you been staying with your parents without telling me? A close friend of mine told me that she saw you in the supermarket in your hometown. How many times do I have to tell you that you must fulfill your role? You are not doing anything that is required of you. What is wrong with you? Seriously, do you not have any sense of responsibility as a housewife? You need to come back here immediately. And as punishment, you will clean the entire house on your own until it becomes spotless. My poor son has been taking your place and cleaning the house this whole time. Starting from today, you will get back here and do your duty. Do I make myself clear? Respond to me now! Yes, Susie, I understand. I am on my way back now and promise to clean the house. Finally, you should have listened to me from the start. I will be expecting you by sundown. Hey, who are all these people? Are they some kind of cleaners? There are like a dozen of them. I heard the front door open and thought it was you. I was ready to tell you off, but then these strangers came storming into the house, and they began sweeping everything off the floor as soon as they came in. Oh good, they have arrived. Tell me who these people are. They told me you sent them. Did you hire these people so that you don't have to clean the house yourself? What on earth are you thinking, Kay? They are not hired people. They are my angry family. Family? I don't understand. Take a closer look. My mother and sister are there on my behalf too, just as you wished. Huh? That's what you wanted, wasn't it? Oh, and Tim should be there with them too. Have you not seen him yet? Maybe he is outside by the truck, giving the loaders instruction on what goes where. What? Tim is here as well? I don't get it. What is happening in my house? Why is my son not talking to me? He was outside like you said, but he is busy loading stuff onto the truck with the others. I tried talking to him, but he is ignoring me. What the hell did you do? I didn't do anything. It was his idea to send a bunch of people to your house. I mean, he planned to hire professional cleaners until my angry family began to volunteer. So he decided he should be there to give the directions. I mean, my family would need some kind of instructions from someone who lives there, right? That is not what I'm asking. Why is he acting like he is on your side? He is my boy. How did you talk to him into bullying me like this? Your son was never on your side from the beginning. You didn't even realize that he was trying to make you stop from bullying me. How pathetic, Susie. How pathetic. What the hell are you talking about? He doesn't like you anymore. He despises you for bullying me on a daily basis, putting every single chore in the house on my plate. And despite explaining to you multiple times for trying to get me out of the hospital, knowing the danger it could cause to me and the baby, and for doing so, all because you want me working like a maid. I was just doing my part because you wouldn't. You caused all this, not me. He can't hate me for that, and he can't bully his own mother like this. Why is he moving stuff out of the house in the first place? Where are they taking all of the furniture? Hello? Tell me what is going on. Kay, answer me. Tim, baby, please talk to me. How can you keep ignoring your mommy? Please explain why you are doing this to me. Why and where have you taken everything in the house?
I was at Kay's parents' house this morning. We were discussing your actions and how to deal with it.
What? What is there to discuss with her lazy family? I was just trying to straighten things out for you, darling. Why can't you understand that?
Mom, you have really lost control of yourself. I cannot believe you called Kay's mom and sister to tell them they needed to clean the house on Kay's behalf. It is beyond absurd and extremely rude. Kay's dad is furious about how you've been treating her, and on top of that, being ridiculous to her family. So he asked me to stop by his place to talk about it. That's why I was at their place this morning. But then we discovered that you found out Kay was discharged from the hospital and have been staying at her parents'. We didn't want you to bother Kay or her family in any way, so we discussed and decided to get back at you by doing exactly what you have asked for, which is to clean the house spotless.
What do you mean you wanted to get back at me? If you and your wife's family are just cleaning the house, then I don't have any problem. Now that you've finished, then bring my furniture back.
We're leaving, Mom, for good. The house is spotless now because there's nothing there. The furniture belongs to us. We bought it when we moved in with you, remember?
You are leaving me? What the hell, Tim? How the hell am I supposed to live on my own? You can't just leave your elderly mother here.
I can, and you shouldn't expect to be able to live in that house any longer. I already called the landlord and we agreed to terminate our rent after this month, so you need to get out of there within 2 weeks.
Excuse me. Tim, please tell me you are joking. You can't possibly be so morbid to your own mom.
You're not my mom anymore. I'm sorry, but we are done. I don't want you in my life.
No, don't say that. That is such a horrible thing to say. My sweet boy would never say such a thing to me. It's all because of that woman. She talked you into this, didn't she? That witch.
No, this is my decision. And that attitude of yours is exactly why I'm leaving you. You treat my wife and her family like crap, you make us unhappy. I've tried to make you stop, and I'm sorry that I failed to do so, but I will not tolerate you treating people who are important to me so horribly. So goodbye, Mother. I wish you well.
Tim, baby. Wait. I was just trying to educate Kay, I swear. She wasn't meeting our family standards. I was doing everything for you. Tim! Tim and my father set up a bunch of security cameras and other gadgets around the house, as all of us expected Susie to show up at my parents' house at some point. But to our surprise, she didn't show up, and instead, Tim got a call from the police station asking him to retrieve his mother. It turns out that Susie had showed up at the wrong house, and the sympathetic owner asked police for help, believing Susie was delusional. Although, Tim would never pick her up after what she had done to us. Tim explained their relationship to the police and politely declined to pick her up from the station. Having nowhere to go, Susie ended up moving in with her older brother back in her hometown, half a continent away from us. Her brother, who happens to be a drunk without any family or job, had recently used up all the money their parents left them. The last I heard, Susie began working to support the two of them, but having a hard time keeping a job because of her horrible selfish attitude. Frankly, I don't care what happens to her as long as she is out of me and my family's life. But it's sad to think that at such an age, she does not understand what she has done wrong, or why she can't look down on people the way that she does. I also feel very sorry for Tim, that he had to cut his mother out of the family picture, but so grateful that he stood by me the whole time.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time. Zoe, what the hell have you done? Stabbing my family's oldest son in the back like that. As his wife, who the hell do you think you are? Because you went and had that affair with another man, my son jumped off the top of a building in order to end his life. I don't want a devilish woman like you coming to his funeral, then I'll be forced to kill you. And don't you even think about coming around looking for whatever money he's left behind after that, because you're not getting a single penny of it. I will never let you get away with what you've done to my family. How could you do this? Wesley, do you have a moment to talk?
Oh, hey, Zoe.
Are you close to getting home to your mom's house?
Well, the thing is, while I was taking the bus home, one of the tires burst, and so we all had to get off and wait for a new bus to come and get us, so we're running a few hours late. I think there's still another 40 minutes left to go now, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's a lie.
Is that right? I'm sorry that happened to your bus. Hopefully you brought some snacks with you in order to have something to eat while you're waiting.
Thanks. And I had a granola bar in my bag that I ate while waiting outside.
Did you talk with your mom at all about it? I'm sure she was worried that you hadn't made it close to her house yet.
I made sure to send her an email about it. She still hasn't replied to me yet, but I'm assuming around this time she's in the bathtub and doesn't have her phone on her.
I see. By the way, that should mean your mom is still not texting or using any other messaging app like that, right?
That's right. The last time she tried texting with anyone, she got really angry at the keyboard on her phone and broke it. So she's just stuck to doing things like email and calling people. She's really getting up there in age now, so it makes sense why, with all the newer cell phones becoming even more advanced, she's less and less likely to try texting again. If she really did want to try again, she'd be really terrible at it.
That's what I thought.
Why are you asking? What happened?
Well, listen, I got a few strange texts from someone who was trying to act like your mom and was trying to get something from me. The contact was one I've never seen before, but the ID for the number said nothing besides mother-in-law. I just wanted to check with you about it and make sure your mom didn't all of a sudden start texting.
What? In other words, they made it look as though they were my mom? And that they were able to text you and everything about me?
I'm sure it's not her, though. Especially because of the things they were telling me about regarding you. Everything made no sense at all. It was almost like some kind of a horror story.
What was it all about?
To you, I'm sure this is going to be something really horrifying to hear.
Well, you wanted to get a better understanding of who it might be, and that's why you're texting me now, right?
Well, yeah. Because it was about something that I need to confirm with you before you get home to your mom.
Then how about you send me screenshots of everything that person said about me, and I can read through it all.
I can do that, but just be very careful as you read it all.
If you're asking me to be careful, it must be a hard read. All right, I'll be careful. Zoe, I read through it all. I see now what you meant by it being pretty horrifying. I sure don't think that I've died or anything, unless I've become a ghost and don't know it yet.
Wesley, are you going to be all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Sure, that got my heart racing pretty quickly, but you can tell that whoever this oldest son they're talking about is, they're not me. You might want to just ignore it, to be honest. There's nothing we can do to help whoever that is.
That's what I thought. Having to get so many scary messages like that from someone I don't know has really made me feel a bit sick to my stomach.
Thanks for checking with me about it, but I'm gonna be okay.
No worries, and happy to hear that.
But you should really just block that number, Zoe, or at the very least mute all their message notifications and just ignore them until I come back home tomorrow.
Those are good points. I'll just mute it for now.
Also, refrain from going out for a bit just in case whoever that is targeting you. Tomorrow, I'm going to be driving around a bit in the morning, so at that time, I won't be able to respond to anything from you. My mom and I have a lot of things to take care of before we're ready to take her car and come back home to you.
I'm aware. Luckily, I don't have any plans to go out, and I'll just be chilling at home.
Make sure to lock the doors and windows as well, please, just in case.
Sure thing. Thanks for reminding me. Zoe! Not only have you never replied to me since I sent you all those texts, but you never even came back to the house either! Do you have any idea what the hell you've done to my son? And now you're ignoring all these texts from your dead husband's mother of all people? I don't care how much you've been sleeping with another man behind our backs, you are still my son's wife and need to be here. At least do your job one last time as his wife and come here to take care of his parents. I don't know where the hell you're hiding at right now, but you get your ass back here right now. I swear if you don't start replying to me soon, I'll call the police on you and file a formal report saying you were the one that talked my son into killing himself. Then I'll be the least of your concerns while you're being taken away by the police and sent to prison for killing a man. Zoe! Wesley, good morning. I'm sure that you're in the middle of driving right now. When you have a chance to chat, please text me back.
Good morning, Zoe. It'll be another hour or so before I'm back home. We wanted to get some breakfast while we were out, and so we stopped at a restaurant to take a break. Luckily, we took care of most of the paperwork before coming here, so once we're done eating, we'll be ready to come back to the house.
Your mom is with you, right?
Well, of course she is. Did something else happen?
I made sure to mute that person's number, but I forgot to mute calls from them as well. And, well, they were calling me this morning. So I took a look at my phone to see what all they'd said to me since yesterday, and all of it is even worse than before.
Seriously? And I made sure to check with my mom, and she's still not using her phone to text or anything.
Thank God. It's not like any of the messages from this person look anything like the way your mom would text me if she could anyway. By the way, have you told her about this happening?
I did. I showed her all those screenshots of the texts you sent me while explaining what happened. She started to go off about how no one should ever be allowed to talk about me like that or talk to you like that. She was pretty upset, which wasn't surprising at all.
I see. So this must just be someone trying to either scam me right now, or it's someone else's mother.
Hold on a second.
What?
My mom actually took a look at those screenshots again and said that she noticed something about whoever that is' profile picture.
Huh? The profile picture?
The profile picture is... Well, there's something in that picture that my mom remembers seeing once before. She told me that she remembers those exact artificial flowers in the picture from somewhere. Now that I've taken a closer look, I kind of remember seeing those flowers somewhere myself.
Then there's a chance that this person is someone both you and your mom know?
Anyway, we're gonna finish our breakfast here, and then we'll be heading back to my mom's house. Then I'll make the trip back to you.
All right, I'll be waiting for you.
Zoe! I remembered where those artificial flowers are from.
What? Wesley? What do you remember about the flowers? Aren't you supposed to be in the middle of work, by the way?
I've remembered something critical about them. I know where that house is with those flowers and everything.
Wait, whose house is it?
That would be your ex-husband's house, I believe.
What?
And what I should be saying is that house belonged to his parents before they moved out. They should be long gone now, so there must be a new family living there now.
That's right. You and Kyle are coworkers, aren't you? And now that I really think back, the way I first ran into you was when I was out with Kyle and he introduced me to you saying you were a good friend of his.
That's right. I learned that back when he was only in second grade, his parents got a divorce and he was forced to move with his mom into her parents' house. And he was living there up until he graduated from high school. My mom and his were good friends back then, so I would always go over to that house with her so that she could talk with his mom for hours.
So that's where you remember those fake flowers from then.
I'm sure you know what ended up happening later on, right? 8 years ago, his mom ended up getting into a lot of debt after borrowing so much money, and that led to Kyle and her getting into a lot of fights, and then him cutting ties to her.
Yeah, and that's why when I started to date him and eventually married him, I'd never seen his mother.
I'm starting to see what might be going on here.
What?
I mean, you got that message from the person saying you went and had an affair, and that led to her son jumping off a building and killing himself, right? And then they sent you some things about not wanting you at the funeral. If there was really a funeral being held for Kyle, then I would have heard about his death through work and through some of our friends from back in the day.
Good point. So this really is a scam then, right?
Most likely, but I want to check on one more thing with one of my friends.
All right, please do. Zoe, you cut that crap out right now and reply to me. How many times do I have to ask you all of this before you actually comply? Ignoring your own husband's mother of all people. I'm about to dial 911 right now and tell them that I found the person behind my son's death. The one that would really like for the other to cut the crap out right now is me. So you're finally replying to me now, Zoe. And the first thing you're going to say to me is that? Those parents of yours that raised you really did an awful job raising a respectable wife. Right now, my mother-in-law is sitting right next to me laughing her ass off over all this crap you keep trying to pull. Now, who the hell are you? And don't tell me that you're my mother-in-law, because you're not. Huh? Sitting next to you? And my husband is with me right now as well. In other words, I knew that you weren't my mother-in-law a long time ago, so there's no trying to fool me here. And as for the police, I've already called them and told them that your number is a scam number and that they can start to investigate at any time now. What? What are you going on about right now? If this helps you understand things any better, my mother-in-law moved in with us a few days ago. And right now, we're drinking some tea out on the patio. Huh? So, both your mother-in-law and your husband are together with you right now? My mother-in-law was living by herself for some time, but after my husband and I bought a brand new place that is much larger and has a guest bedroom, we've decided to have her come and live with us. Huh? Oh, you're really sleep-talking now, aren't you? We live in an apartment. We're having to rent this place. Now you shut the hell up and listen to me. All right, so you are just a stupid little scammer. If you'd really like for me to call you by the name you deserve, then I'll call you my ex-mother-in-law. Does that work for you? Huh? Your ex? You're Ivy, correct? The mother of my ex-husband, Kyle? You're telling me that Kyle is your ex-husband? Zoe, you're already married to another man now? Who the hell are you with now? I will never tell you that information. You tell me who they are right now. Who the hell would tell a complete stranger private information about their family like that? You shut your damn mouth and tell me who he is right now. No. All you are is a nuisance, and on top of that, a scammer. I don't have the patience anymore to put up with your attitude now, so please just stop talking to me. I'll be going now. Zoe, I want you to pay me a settlement of $100,000 for having that affair while married to my son. Since Kyle is no longer with us, thanks to you, I'll be the one taking that money in his place. I'll send you all the bank information for my account after this, so make sure that the money gets into it by Friday next week, please. I will only allow you to pay me that $100,000 in one lump sum. Now pay up! Zoe, where the hell is that settlement? I'm talking about that $100,000 you owe me. So you haven't learned to shut the hell up then? I told you that today was the deadline for you to have that money sent into my bank account, right? And what's the reason you want me to send you that money for again? Are you telling me you're not listening to the mother of the man you killed after you went and had an affair with another man? Here's the thing, though. I haven't been his wife for years now, so stop calling me such and go screw yourself. I know that already, but that doesn't mean you never went and had an affair while married to my son. I never did, though. Huh? But you just told me last week that you went and married the man you were cheating on my son with. I will not allow you to backtrack here, saying that you never ever married that man. The man who is my husband now is a man that I started to date and then married 1 year after I had divorced Kyle. And if you want to know something else, that divorce between Kyle and I took place 5 years ago now. What? The reason we got divorced? We both had different ideas about the kind of family we wanted to have, as well as the kind of future we wanted to have with one another, making it too difficult for us to live with one another. Neither one of us blamed the other, and when we got the divorce, we made sure to split our properties fair and square, and then never talked to one another again. Huh? So you're telling me for the past 5 years you never knew about him and I getting a divorce? Wait, but Kyle... Because his wife was sleeping with another man. He took his life after jumping off a building downtown. No, he didn't. Kyle is still very much alive right now. Huh? By the way, the only accident I ever remember him having was a broken leg, and that wasn't even from falling off a building. Huh? Now, you listen to me right now, Ivy. It has been 8 years now since your son went and cut you out of his life for good. I understand that he's living far away from the rest of us right now, and that it may be very difficult for you to get accurate news about him. But what you call him falling off a building and killing himself wasn't really that at all. He was just at work one day eating lunch, and after his break was over with, he went to go back down the stairs to his desk. And as he was about to descend, he tripped and fell down 2 flights of stairs without stopping. What? Is that what happened? He also did get cheated on by his wife at some point, but that some point was around a year ago, and they are not divorced. In other words, your threats against me after claiming I was the one that made him kill himself isn't going to fly at all. Right. There is something very crucial that I just said there, and I will repeat it one more time. It was Kyle's second wife who had an affair and cheated on him, not me. What? And not a single person at the moment has heard anything about him having a funeral now, right? I just assumed that I never heard anything about the funeral because he had cut ties to me so long ago and nobody wanted me to go. Is that what you assumed? Anyway, all of the things we found out on our end have been relayed to you for your sake. Which now means that from now on, there is no reason for you to ever be bothering me with any of your crap ever again, right? Well, hold on a second. About that $100,000. Have you even been listening to what I said? I divorced Kyle 5 years ago, and we never wanted to get a settlement from one another. And that happened after he had cut ties to you, so you don't get to have a part in any of his affairs anyway. So shut the hell up about some BS settlement for $100,000 and go screw yourself, Ivy. I am in extreme debt right now. Extreme debt, huh? I'm in debt $50,000 right now to a male prostitute. You're in debt $50,000, yet you were threatening me for $100,000? Why is that? I wanted to have more money in order to be able to afford him and not go into debt. Is that right? Are you going to help me? You understand as a woman yourself, wanting to have all your pleasures met by a man that knows what he's doing, right? Screw off. What? Such a disgusting bitch. Zoe! With all that having been said, goodbye forever. No way, wait a second. Oh, please just give me $100,000. That's all I'll ever ask from you. And with all of that having ended, it turns out that the scammer who was yelling at me and blaming me for cheating and killing her son was just my ex's mother of all people trying to scam me out of my money. Word about this soon made it to Kyle himself, so he went around telling everyone he knew not to ever talk to her, and block her number immediately if she tried to reach out to them. And the reason why Ivy was ever able to get my new number in the first place was because of some uncle of Kyle's that just so happened to know it and let her have it. I made sure to tell Kyle about that, and Kyle went to his uncle and cussed him out for doing such a ridiculous thing to me. From now on, there really shouldn't be any more trouble for me regarding that family and all their BS. Now, as for Ivy and that $100,000 she was trying to scam me out of in order to afford that male prostitute she was with, the pimp of said prostitute found out that she was already in debt $50,000 and wouldn't be able to afford that man anymore. So he cut her off from him and told her to leave them alone. She was later not able to pay her apartment's rent, and a week after that, notice came from her landlord and she was forcibly removed by the police. From what I've heard about her through some rumors, she had to start working as a prostitute herself, and apparently is living with her pimp who treats her horribly. I'm pretty sure there's never going to be another day in her life that will be easy for her. But that's what scamming assholes like her kind of deserve. A year has gone by now since those events took place, and Ivy started having to work as a prostitute in her old age. I saw in the news that some sort of a serious problem ended up happening, and she became the victim of a very disturbing crime. What the police and the news reporter both said is that due to her old age and everything, she wasn't doing too well finding men who would pay to sleep with her. And so she got into this cycle of using whatever money she made on things like plastic surgery instead of paying off her debts. She ended up going all the way to Mexico for a surgery that was said to be really cheap and would allow her to get the breasts of a young woman back, which did happen. And for about a week or two after coming back to the US, she was doing really well and lots of men were starting to pay for her services. But after that, her health severely deteriorated. She was found to have developed breast cancer not too long after she started to feel ill, but instead of helping her get treatment for it, her pimp tossed her on the streets. And she was forced to fend for herself. However, without her line of work making her any more money, she was really not able to pay off her debt anymore, and soon the loan shark that she really pissed off found her. The police report states that all they found was her deceased body in the back alley downtown somewhere, and that they're actively searching for said loan shark, but don't have any leads. I called Kyle to see what he thought about all of that after seeing the news, but all he said was that she got what she deserved, and sadly, I believe the same thing. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hi, Monica. What the heck is going on? Why did I just receive a bunch of boxes from you? And the contents is all your belongings? Are you planning on moving in or something? You opened it? Why the hell would you do that? You've invaded my privacy. Keep your hands off my stuff. What? Well, you didn't mention anything about sending 1,000,000 boxes to my house. I needed to know what they were. There's so many, they're blocking my door, you know. What are they? I said hands off! Well, can you explain why you've sent them? What the hell is going on? You can't send so many boxes unannounced. I don't live by myself, you know. Colin is going to be so confused when he sees this. Did you mean to send it to Mom so they could put them in your old room or something? No, I didn't confuse the address. I meant to send it to your place because I'm moving in tomorrow. You, on the other hand, are moving out. Come again? Are you drunk right now, or have you actually lost your mind? What kind of a joke is that? Who said I was joking? I'm being serious. First of all, it was never fair that you get to live in that fancy high-rise apartment and not me. It's about time I get my turn. So I am kicking you out. Monica, you need to knock it off. You are making absolutely no sense, and frankly, I think that it's rude. I mean, what the hell do you mean it's not fair? I worked to get where I am and not by myself. As I said earlier, Colin lives here with me. You know that. It's not up to you to decide that you move in or send your belongings without us knowing. On top of that, to kick me out? Give me a break, girl. I don't know what is going on with you, but I am officially worried for your health. You should get some help. Anyway, I am sending these boxes back your way. I'm sorry, but I can't accommodate you. You are so oblivious, aren't you? You have it all wrong, Jane. I didn't just decide for myself. Colin knows what's happening. Huh? You want to know why? Because I am his girlfriend now. He told me to send my stuff and kick you out because he loves me, not you. Monica? Seriously, you're starting to sound like a maniac. You're not making any sense. What the hell are you talking about? I'm telling you that he wants to be with me and not you, you idiot. Get it? I'm in, you're out. Therefore, that apartment is mine now. I am engaged to that man. Well, let me be clear for you then. Things between you and Colin have been over for a long, long time. Over? No, it hasn't. We still live together. How could it be? Yes, it has. You see, Colin and I have been seeing each other for over a year behind your back. I'm sure you recall that he's been quite busy lately, coming home in the middle of the night or going on business trips all the time. Well, guess what? He was with me all those times. You had no idea, did you? He's done with you, Jane. He belongs to me now. Are you being serious right now? So he's been cheating on me with you, my actual sister? Well, since his main interest is me now, you could say that I've been letting him cheat on me with you. But we can skip that part because it's not going to be important anymore. Anyway, I'm sure you get the gist now, so start packing. You don't belong there anymore. We plan on getting engaged as soon as I move in. So we don't need any parasite hanging around. Excuse me? You're calling me a parasite? Well, clearly you are. Colin's told me what a cheap ass you are. You make him pay for everything from rent to groceries, and you keep all the money you make to yourself. You think you're special or something, don't you? Well, you're not. You're merely a parasite who sucks up Colin's money. Wait a second, he said that to you? That he pays for everything? Yes, he did. He tells me his true feelings about you all the time. He's also told me about how annoying you are, telling him what to do. You're so bossy to him. Plus, you used to be pretty, but you don't take care of yourself anymore. You only wear tired, baggy clothes with your messy hair. You never wear makeup like you used to. You've forgotten that you are a woman. He doesn't love you anymore because you're not attractive. Oh, and, he also said that you are so unappreciative, even though you live off his money. You're a horrible cook and bad at housekeeping, too. Wow, he has a lot to say about me. Yeah, he sure does. So, you see, you're unwanted. He prefers someone like me, a young, pretty girl with a good attitude. Someone who takes care of herself and her man, not a bossy old hag. All right, fine then. I'll go. If that's what he thinks of me, I will have to end things with him right away. Oh, good! Sister, you get it now. Please do. Quickly. I've been dying to tell you to get the hell out. It's finally happening. Oh, I can't wait till we start our new life together. Everything is going to be so great. Colin, is it true? Have you been cheating on me with my sister?
Huh?
Monica just messaged me. She said that you've been seeing each other for over a year now, and that the plan is to kick me out of the apartment so that you two can live together.
Oh, well, I guess she couldn't wait then. I told her to wait until I break up with you out of courtesy. She's like that, isn't she? Once you get her excited, you can't stop her. It's kind of cute if you think about it.
Wow, Colin, you just admit everything then, yeah? Just like that?
Clearly, there's no point in acting stupid. I might as well be honest with you so we can get this done and over with.
Unbelievable. Is it true what you said about me, too? That I live off your money and keep everything I make to myself? Or that I'm a terrible cook and bad at housekeeping?
You mean you're surprised to learn that I think of you that way? Of course it's true. It pretty much summarizes you, doesn't it? You're so dependent on my salary. Oh, and don't forget that you're also unappreciative and bossy as well. I realized that you were a mistake as soon as we started living together. It would be a nightmare to marry someone like you.
I see.
Your sister, on the other hand, is great. She's young and sweet. She knows how to respect a man, unlike you. It's hard to believe you two had the same upbringing.
Interesting. All right, so to clarify, you're ending things with me to be with my baby sister.
It's happening sooner than I initially planned, but yes, that is correct. My parents will understand, I'm sure. They'd prefer a sweet girl like Monica over a tight ass like you. Damn, it feels good to finally get you off my back.
Cool. Fine then. We're officially done, as you wish. I'm glad we haven't made any wedding plans, so no issues there. I'll take my stuff out of the apartment right away. I'll also take out the money I put in our joint account, and that'll be it. Thanks for everything. Have a good life.
Ha! You're such a sarcastic bitch. Whatever, I don't care as long as you're leaving. The sooner you leave, the sooner I get to restart my life with Monica. I can't wait to live with her, so be quick.
Oh, don't worry, I will be gone by the end of the day. I can't stay another minute longer in this house, surrounded by your stuff. I just have one thing to say, as a friendly note. Good luck surviving each other. I'll be waiting to hear how long you two last. I'm betting myself less than 3 months.
Jane, baby, how are you, my dear? Listen, there's something I need to say to you. I don't know how else to say this, so I'm just gonna say it. Baby, I'm so sorry. I was wrong about everything. Please, come back to me. I can't live another day without you. I need you back. Help me. I'm begging you.
See? 3 months. I told you. I should add profit to my title.
Jane, I am serious. You won't believe what's happening here. The kitchen and bath, they're completely ruined. It's like something exploded in them or something. They're so filthy. In the kitchen, all the pans are burnt black and just sitting there. I don't think there's a single plate that isn't broken. Every piece of food in the fridge is rotten and it smells horrible. The bath is clogged up and the bubbles won't stop overflowing from the washing machine. The toilet's disgusting too. And the entire house, it's just full of things everywhere. Please, I don't know what to do. Help me.
It's Monica, isn't it? She has no clue about a single chore. She doesn't know how to cook. She doesn't know how to clean. Nothing, because she never even helped. She is useless when it comes to housekeeping. In fact, she probably doesn't even know that people work hard to keep their houses clean. She thinks there's a fairy to do all that.
You knew she was this bad? Why didn't you tell me that before?
How did you not know? I thought you two were seeing each other for over a year behind my back. Well, I guess you were too busy sleeping with her. It's too bad you had to wait till you lived with her to find out. But hey, now you know. She's a disaster, isn't she? You know, she almost burnt down her apartment before. And her room was always filthy. My mom had to clean it for her because she refused. Even after she left my parents' house, my mom had to go to her apartment every weekend to clean for her. I told her to stop spoiling my sister, but she was too afraid that Monica was going to damage her apartment or something and get in serious trouble with the landlord. My sister was so bad that my mom became totally paranoid.
I don't believe this. You never said anything about Monica being such a disaster. And she told me before that she was great wife material. She said she was a better cook than you and that she was a very tidy person.
Well, what do you think? Can't you tell she was totally lying? I mean, it's bad enough that you have to ask me for help, right?
It is! This place, it's barely livable. I'm gonna have to get a plumber to fix the bath and the toilet, but I can't pay for it. I don't have any cash left this month.
Oh, that's too bad. But hey, it was your choice, wasn't it? Monica doesn't have any money or any housekeeping skills, but she's young and sweet, right? That's what you like in a girl, wasn't it? So you should let her off the hook. You let her be the young and sweet, free-spirited girl.
You know that's not what I really meant, Jane. Even if it was back then, I see now that her youth is not going to solve my issue. I can't live like this. Baby, listen, I'm sorry. I truly am. I never should have let you go. I know I was an idiot. I didn't realize how much you used to do for me until now. Please, come back. I miss your warm, delicious meals. Please.
Nope, not happening. Clearly, you only think of me as your maid.
Baby, that is not true! I love you! Hear me out, please!
Don't you ever baby me. And for the record, I do not love you. I know you don't love me either, so stop pretending. Like I said, you made your choice 3 months ago. You said you didn't want a bossy woman like me and chose Monica, so have fun. Try to make the best of it, perhaps. At least until she stays young. Bye! Jane, hey, you need to answer me right now. What the hell is this? What did you do? What now, Monica? It's quite amazing how you still have the nerve to message me. What the hell do you want from me? Why do I have a payment notice in my hand right now? It says I have to leave this apartment if I don't pay on time? What do I do, Jane? How the hell am I supposed to deal with this? You don't know how to deal with something, so you come to me and not Colin? I didn't think you two were that stupid. But I guess you guys are a good couple. I mean, you clearly think alike. Shut up and help your little sister out, Jane. I'm not interested in your sarcasm right now. I don't know why our rent hasn't been paid. Colin should have taken care of it. He left to visit his parents last night and hasn't come home since. I can't get a hold of him to ask what is going on. Do you know why? Well, the rent gets withdrawn from the joint account Colin and I used to have. When you and him kicked me out, I, of course, took out the money that I ever put in there. So I'm assuming after 3 months, the account must be empty by now. I knew it! You bitch! You stole our money! Give it back, you thief! Put it back in the account right now, or I'm calling the police! I beg your pardon? Don't you dare call me a thief! I only took out what I put into that account. It belonged to me in the first place. Seriously, did you expect me to give it up to 2 assholes who kicked me out of my own house? Well, it doesn't make any sense. You must have taken out more than you put in there because Colin said he put money in the account. He said he did last month, too. So then how could it be empty? Do you know how much he was putting in the account? No. Well, you should teach him that he can't live in a high-rise apartment building for $500 a month. Huh? I bet he's only been putting $500 into the account like he always has. What a moron. He thinks he lives in a dorm or something. You should use this opportunity to educate him on the real costs of living. He's an adult now. He can't assume $500 is going to cover everything. Well, duh. He knows that, of course. He's a grown man. What the hell are you talking about? Ah, well, my little sister, I am really glad you, at least, understand $500 is not going to cut it. It's too bad, though, because I'll tell you, your man actually doesn't. He's a spoiled bastard who used to live with his mom up until he moved in with me, and that's the amount he paid his mom every month. It stayed that amount even after moving in with me. So he thinks $500 is enough anywhere he lives. He's probably not even interested in finding out the true cost. You're kidding, right? Nope. Besides, he only makes like $3,000 a month, so he shouldn't be living there in the first place. But when we decided to live together, he wouldn't budge on it. I told him so many times that we should live somewhere that matches our income. He wouldn't listen, though. And me, being a blind fool, eventually agreed to cover for most of the cost. $3,000? Get out. That can't be true. That's not even enough to cover for a month. I told him that, too. I did that math for him and asked if he was going to be able to pay half the rent every month with what he makes. But then after asking a bunch of times, he got pissed off, claiming that I was hurting his feelings. He even told his mom. And then his mom, being the nuthead that she is, calls me up and lectures me on how I should respect a man. It was the worst thing ever. So I stopped saying anything about his money. Honestly, I wish I could go back in time and punch myself. I was so young and naive. I should have known that he was never worth it. So then how the hell was the rent ever paid? I was paying most of it, of course. How else could we have lived there? That's not what he told me. He said that you were completely dependent on his income. Well, that's not true. I think he kind of made himself believe that. But in reality, he was the one who was completely dependent on my income. All he ever paid was $500 a month, and the rest he spent on himself. And yet he never did any chores. So, you tell me now, who's the parasite? Not me, clearly. No. You've got to be kidding me. This is not happening. Sucks to be you. For me, it was actually the best timing that you guys kicked me out. It was never going to work out between me and Colin. Our finances were so different, and it was clear that I wasn't going to get along with his crazy family. So I guess I have you to thank. It was a huge wake-up call. And you gave me the opportunity to end things with him smoothly. Anyway, I hope you and Colin can find a way to pay for rent, or for anything. Wait, Jane, this is insane. I literally cannot pay. I didn't know Colin was lying to me. If I had known that he was financially dependent on you, I never would have taken him. He tricked me. Monica, sweetie, you called me a parasite, and yet you were trying to live off of his making too? That sounds awfully hypocritical to me. Well, like I said, he has no such money, so it's faster if you go find yourself a job. A job? What? I can't work. I don't know how. Come on, Jane. Help your sweet little sister out. It'll be the end if I get kicked out of this apartment. I don't have anywhere else to go. I don't have any money. I'll end up on the streets. Please come back and live with us, perhaps until we get ourselves back on our feet. Surely you don't want your baby sister to become homeless. You actually think I care? I'm not helping you. It's not my problem if you end up on the streets. In fact, I think you deserve it. Goodbye, Monica. I doubt we will ever speak again. Soon after our last conversation, Monica drove hours to Colin's parents' house to confront him about his lies. He pretended he wasn't there and had his mother talk to Monica instead, which really pissed her off. She got into a huge fight with his crazy mother on their front porch. The fight got so out of hand that the neighbors eventually called the cops. Once the cops arrived, Colin finally came out, but Monica's confrontation was so intense that it scared Colin enough for them to finally break up as a couple. Through a third person, they agreed to split the bill for the unpaid rent as well as the cost of damages done to the apartment. However, the apartment being a suite, the payment for the damages cost them much more than expected. Desperate, Monica visited my parents to seek help, but furious of what she had done to me, they refused and kicked her out of their house. My mom later told me that Monica was on her knees, begging and crying, but my parents decided that it was their job to teach Monica a lesson once and for all. On the other hand, Colin, being the spoiled ass that he is, was able to get help from his mom to pay for everything. But still having the desire to live with someone who would pay for most of his living costs and do all the housework, he showed up to my work and begged me to take him back. My colleagues, who knew what happened between him and I, thought it was hilarious and began to insult him in front of everyone, calling him names like the parasite, mama's boy, and the $500 dude. Colin was so embarrassed that he took off and never showed up again. I don't really know what changed him so much during the past few years. Despite his crazy desire to live in a luxury apartment, he had some kindness and modesty when I first met him. But I guess the environment can easily change someone. I regret not being able to see or stop his absurdity much sooner, but now that it's over, I simply hope they do better next time. Since the breakup, my life has been great and carefree. Because I don't have Colin to take care of anymore, I've been able to focus on work and deliver better results than before, which has led me to land a promotion that I've been hoping for the last few years. I sometimes wonder why I made such a poor decision to stay with Colin. But now that it's done and over with, I am glad I will never waste any minute more than I already have. And now that I really have the money to myself, I enjoy every bit of it in my very own luxury apartment.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.